So what's up, y'all? It's Tank Lipp. First of all, the battle seems to never end, but I called it out a while ago that it's a relentless, kind of never-ending battle, which I guess you could speak to like life and death. But I don't want to go on too many tangents. I think that's one of my problems, and it makes the reception, meaning the audience's patience to listen to me, difficult because I can throw literally every conflict of life and how I'm tackling it from every angles and how it attacks me from every angle. Literally in one 1 hour video, I could probably speak about literally every concept in life, which is also a con. But now I'm doing it again. I'm ranting and I'm rambling. There's a lot of cons in conflict. It's definitely makes sense that that's part of the word conflict, is that it has con in it. You know, a lot of it is trick or treat. It's Halloween every day of the year. And what choices do you want to make? And so that's where I really want to go for this blog. I guess I want to be more simple, even though everything about my life is complicated and the way I think about it is complicated. I'm not a simple person. And I almost don't regret. I wouldn't want it to be all so simple like a Wu-Tang song. Can it just all be so simple? Y'all know it. This is about nightmares and dreams, which is very much life and death, right? We have the daytime, the nighttime. Arguably speaking, at night we're supposed to be sleeping, although it's 4:50 a.m. and I've been up since, when did I get up? I think 1:19 a.m. I'm up, but I shut my day down at fucking 5 p.m. Discipline lifestyle. That's why I want to get the daylight t-shirt for discipline lifestyle, because that's been my approach to survive the nightmare for a long time. Part of one of my manipulations, but kind of like a gift to be able to manipulate my reality and the choices I make, is how can I turn my nightmare, all of my problems, which it seems like I've been thrown the book and the plague in life, all the physical ailments and conditions you could possibly go through. I'll be thankful for the ones I haven't got yet. Yeah, I will be thankful for that, but certainly way too many physical conditions that were not my fault. And then how I coped with them and my mistakes of coping with them caused other physical conditions. And then also all the mental illness I was born with, and then all the mental illness I got just from dealing with life. Or if you want to call it literally, life is a death chamber, and then what happens, whatever. So literally my waking life has very much, I could, and I don't want to be negative, because part of this new chapter of my life is I want to find a way to be more positive and find the love I came with, as I do have a big heart and a lot of love to give. And I lost a lot of that along the way from the pain, and that compromised my ability to survive, because like my biggest gift was like stepped on, love, my heart. And then ironically on 2008 Halloween, it's like something else happened to my heart or my soul, but whatever. So I'm going to be real candid from this point forward. I'm not going to worry about what information my enemies can get. I'm not going to worry about if I say the word enemy, it sounds like the crazy man talking or negative, because there are definitely people that dislike you in your life. That's a real reality. Not everyone is going to like you or love you, and some people are going to despise you and hate you, like whatever. Not going to let that affect me as I move forward in life, but I'm also not going to be afraid to say it and do this silence of the lambs bullshit, where like it's the thought police, and like you have to, there's a censorship on what words you choose. I'm not with that. Like, I'm just trying to be me, mind my own business, and survive really rough circumstances. So, like, if a word is chosen, that was the word that was meant to be. I'm not going to get like this stuck, like hacking the matrix. Like, oh my God, if I say that word, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? So, let me get to the point now that I've gone on already a million tangents. And part of that was that I'm no longer going to be going on tangents. But again, this is just like how my mind works. I'm very complicated. I am a smart dude. I am very conscious. Maybe some of my choices are stupid in the overall pursuit of my goals, but whatever. Speaking of nightmares and dreams, this was potent and profound today, so I'm going to share it instead of being afraid to share it. Knowledge is information. Information is good. It may help someone along the way going through struggles simple as mine, when literally a person might reach the point of like, what choice do I make now at this dead end road? Maybe it's not a dead end road. Maybe life is a bunch of forks in the road, and those can be like the choices you make can be life altering, mind altering, anything altering, alternate realities, alternate universe, meta universe, whatever, butterfly effect, whatever. Really, we have a million names to call one really main thing, which is life moving in some direction or another, right? If you want to be really simple, I could end the blog right now, but there's more character and integrity and substance to what I'm saying than to just say it like that. It's not so simple. And that's who I am. One of the choices I made in my life is I'm a writer. As a writer, you're kind of like a journalist, whether you're writing nonfiction or fiction. You're finding some creative way to tell some story, whether it's completely true. I wouldn't call them lies. There's always some stitch of truth to every story, whether you choose nonfiction or fiction, right? So I believe there is a hell and there is a heaven. It just might manifest in different ways than like it's written about in books, and depending upon who you are and the perspectives you make and part of the choices you make to talk about and believe in those things actually could very much manifest the reality of how you experience those things. So hell can really have many looks. That's why people say I'm going through hell. Okay, maybe hell really is ultimately like some burning fiery pit, and the devil like scorches you in some flame to cause you some like you physically the most immense pain, and mentally the most immense pain, and your soul and spirit the most immense pain, because your soul and spirit somehow gets trapped in a fire which can like actually kill your soul, not just your body. And then what? Or you like somehow stuck in some form or level of suffering for eternity, whatever. Probably if there's a God, which you could say there is, if there's a devil, the reciprocal nature of things is if there's a devil that can put you in there, there's also a God. There's a God that'll walk through fires and into that fire, if that's really literally what that is, to come rescue you and take you to some better place. So you can find some sanctuary in that, but whatever. Again, another rant or tangent, which is impossible to not have because this is, again, complicated. So let's call that a nightmare. Let's call any version of hell a nightmare. And let's say there are heavens and paradises, and maybe there is some ultimate heaven, but that would depend on, Mom, this is a very important blog, Mom, please. Let me just get this off my chest. That depends on who you are and what your beliefs are and what is important to you, what the ultimate heaven would be. Maybe it's eating chicken parmesan or chicken marsala and sitting with family while you enjoy that meal because family's most important. Maybe that is a slice or version of heaven. Maybe it's having like sex with the most erotic, sexiest, beautiful woman, like whatever, and being able to enjoy that moment literally for an eternity. It just repeats and repeats, whatever your version. Okay, so there's heaven and hell, there's dreams, there's nightmares. Part of the nightmare that I've experienced, kind of like for my 42 years in this realm, this life, so yes, I am implicating that I have beliefs and memories of other lives, and I experience that lucid nature of things, kind of like flashbacks to other lives, flashbacks to the past of this life, this, so many realms within a realm. So again, it gets even more complicated. This is like a crazy matrix, rabbit hole, and foxhole. So you have to find some way to just find peace for the present moment, because probably there really is an eternity of something. I mean, life has been going on for the beginning of times, and now it's 2023, dinosaurs, whatever, millions and millions and billions and trillions of years of existence that goes on, and space and earth, whatever. Certainly, I wouldn't want to be in a black hole, and I don't mean that in a pause way, like, you know, if she's hot and beautiful, I don't care what the color of her skin is. Her hole is fine for me. Maybe not for eternity. I'm just being silly. I am also a comedian, sorry. Or I shouldn't say a comedian. I'm a real serious, complicated person. I mean, that is who I am. I'm not really a funny guy. I don't really find too many things funny. I find most stuff pretty serious and horrible, but then I also find it kind of beautiful, and I have a sense of humor, so I can crack a joke here or there, whatever. My delivery of the sense of humor might just be exhausting, so it's just not funny. Like, okay, people are like, I don't want to put up with this guy. I could see he's miserable, but I don't want no part of those problems and that misery. I could tell just by the way he talks, just how he thinks, and he must be miserable, because look at his mind going if he's said already this much in 12 minutes. You see what I'm saying? And I have an observing ego. I can be honest about myself, observe myself as intelligent, uncanny, intelligent, and brilliant as this whole 12 minutes is. It's exhausting to like see so much knowing. And peace could be out of sight, out of mind, like being ignorant. Ignorance is bliss, whatever. There's many, many realms and nightmares of all the different nightmares I go through in my life. So I realize you just have to find some way to fit in to what you have at the moment and find some peace for that moment. That's probably going to translate into how much peace you have for eternity. It really is real. So you have to find a way to find peace, right? For me, I've worked so hard to make my quote unquote dreams come true in my life, and been so disappointed with so many of the different outcomes, and how kind of like my ultimate dreams of the realm of Jason Lipp's life from 1980 to 2023. I had a dream of becoming famous and rich and a famous musician, a movie star. And like I've literally seen glimpses of it's like, someone's got a camera and is filming literally my whole life, like on some crazy like Star Wars shit, or I don't know, Truman Show. But Truman Show is really like a sick like acid trip almost. Like if you live your life thinking someone's always watching you, they're not just watching you, they're also filming you. There is actually a TV show you're kind of part of but not part of, a movie you're part of, not part of. The movie goes to the Journey song about your journey in life. The movie plays on and on and on and on. Like life is kind of like a TV show or video game or movie. Stop, Mom. No, Mom, I'm literally live on camera. I can't delete this, so just back off for 2 more minutes and I'll end the video. You have to let me get off my chest the main point of this. Enough of the antics already. So, apparently I'm disturbing the house. My sleep got disturbed at 1:19 a.m. I had to start my day. I'm just like running in circles, and then a compelling thought came to me. I want to share it. So you see what I'm saying? The nightmare hits you from all angles. I'm trying to actually give you guys something productive and worth something here, and I can't even spit it out. Left alone, then mommy comes in the kitchen and tells me I'm making too much noise. Sorry, mom. I'll just get to the point. So I see kind of like life as a movie. And literally, if I became a movie star musician, it would solve a lot of my financial problems, which money can be the root of all evil. It can also save you the fuck out of certain hells. So, you know, I came to an acceptance of the heaven and hell of it, which is a Pink Floyd song, Wish You Were Here. Kind of points to that when he says, can you discern heaven from hell? Blue skies from pain. Anyway, I'm flustered now. Mom flustered me. The most important person in my life flustered me. Thanks, Mom. Who needs enemies when you got friends like that, right? No, I'm just kidding. She's a friend and an ally. She's family. She's good people. For this moment, she ruffled my feathers, and it was like having an enemy on my side, right? I mean, I was already off track on the story, and now I'm off track another 2 minutes behind. Thanks, Mom. So she perpetuated the noise. I hate to break it to you, but I guess if it's noise, it's no Silence of the Lambs. I'm like ultimately against the Silence of the Lamb chop bullshit, so, and the censorship. My own mother's trying to censor me at 5 a.m. in the morning, if that's a predictor of how this day is going to go. So anyway, nightmares and dreams, heaven, hell. I chose to literally manipulate our mental reality and tell myself there is a Truman Show, which goes against a lot of the things I stand for. Because why would I want to be, when my main pursuit is freedom and belief in freedom versus slavery, because that can perpetuate hells versus heavens. If you're a slave, that's a version of hell. If it's modern day slavery, it's still a version of slavery. It's still a version of hell. And I'm not going to be afraid to say this because my YouTube might get taken down or censored. If it does, it just exposes the enemies trying to censor me and make me less free. Whatever. To be more free in the nightmare of things, I decided if I did have a movie or TV show and people are actually following me and filming me, how freaking cool is that? That's actually a manifestation of like one of my dreams. Literally a dream I had when I was asleep as a young person, being famous. And then created the vision from that dream of my waking conscious life, a dream I've pursued, setting goals of actually trying to become famous and get rich. Because then I can have everything in the world and turn a hell to a heaven. So whatever. I've been back and forth from so many heavens and hells and nightmares and dreams, whatever. But I'm still here. God or the devil, whatever, must still want me here. So where do I go from here? I've been very stuck for a long time. Still sort of moving somewhere. I don't know, back to the past, back to the future. I don't know what direction, in circles, whatever. I decided if I set an intention or goal to subscribe to pursuing my dreams again, it's probably gonna, my ultimate dreams probably is gonna have a catch-22 of a nightmare coming along with it. Because it's all kind of been a web, intertwined, nightmares and dreams coming along the way. The good with the bad, the best, the worst, for good times, for bad times, you know. It's been a marriage of a version of hell. Please don't gaslight me literally by dimming the lights. I'm almost done. I'm on a video. You literally just gaslighted me, my own mother. And you're on live video and I'm not taking it down. You're exposed for what you're not my enemy, but that's fucking wrong to gaslight me in the middle of a video. But thank you, because that just shows like what I'm dealing with. As I'm trying to do something productive here, my own mother is dimming the lights on me. literally gaslighting me from the movie Gaslighting, where they dim the lights and then say they're not doing it. Anyway, if I pursue this kind of like, I'm going to somehow mentally, on some Jedi shit, make my dreams finally come true and get that movie or TV show, that's kind of unhealthy for a guy with mental illness that has gone insane many times in his life. Psychosis, when people are telling you that's not real. There's no TV show going on. You're not that important. But a TV show and movie gets me out of my financial hell right now. So I need that TV show. I need that movie, and I need my music to get big. It's no longer about, it's what I use to survive, and my therapy to get through life is it's my diary. And it also is there to help people and contribute my lessons to help someone else's. And it's not just for when I'm dead and someone learns from my music. I am the best student of my music. I play it back and listen and learn from the books I've wrote, by the way, over 10 books. And I learn when I reread my books, and I learn when I re-listen to my songs. And something is pointing me towards keep going. If you've been doing a version of acting, not that I'm a liar, I'm a pretty honest guy, you can tell by my speech. Uncanny, candid honesty. Like, yeah, I've lied in my life. Some big lies, some small lies, whatever. Mostly I have a pursuit of being honest. The thing is that I need to follow the evidence that my dreams and nightmares are all pointing me towards I need to make it big, to get my family out of a financial hell, to get my life out of a financial hell, to let my spirit out of a spiritual hell, out of a physical hell. More money, then I can rest, don't have to spend as much time on stupid things that don't really earn much money, get my body healthy, just exercise all day. So many things, because then you're really in control of what do you want to do, not what do you have to do that doesn't always get you where you want to be or the life you want, people you want in it. So right now I'm broke as fuck. I need to make some money. And the kind of work I do is usually what starving artists do. They don't usually make a lot of money, but it's very rich in the substance. It's writing, it's lessons, it's life. So I'm going to try to tackle all of my goals with like one main direction. I'm going to try to really make it. I've never given up through all of this oppression. Kind of like an obstacle course and maze and labyrinth of life where I'm a guinea pig of a wicked experiment, which I have a song, shout outs to the Tank Lipp song, Wicked Experiments. But how do you come out of that wicked experiment a better person? That dehumanizing experiment. Maybe dehumanizing doesn't have to be bad. Maybe it built you so damn strong, you're like a superhuman now. Dehumanizing, now you're like a super great human being, right? That's kind of cool. So I want to have movie star friends. I want to hang out with Jonah Hill, Jim Carrey. All the like completely strange weirdos that I find so cool because I identify with their brand of humor. Whatever. I want to be a movie star. I want to be a big deal. I want to be a musician. I want what I think is great music that I make to be heard. I want it to help people. I want it to improve my life. So I'm moving in that direction. I think ultimately when something is a turning point of me going from a nobody that nobody gives a shit about, the piece of garbage I became, the Tank Lipp garbage, just in life that people have thrown out, and the oppression is done. And the turning point where I begin to make it and people maybe even look up to me. Not that I need that, but maybe that'll happen. I believe there'll be a nightmare attached to it. That the catch-22 of dreams coming true comes with a cost. And for me, it's probably going to have a version of a nightmare that comes along with it. But you know what? I surrender. I'm fine with that. Because every dream and heaven I've experienced has had a nightmare attached and a hell attached. So fine. I need to just get to my ultimate goals. Well, I don't know why you want to censor me.
No,
Is it because of the time of the day?
and you're loud.
Sorry, it is what it is.
No,
That
no,
okay.
that's not fair.
All right,
It's
I'll
not-
end the video.
it's very
Love you
sad.
guys. That's what I had to say.
Okay.
All right.
It's really sad.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.